And now, we'll now go to the part 2 of our math exam drill. Let's proceed to number 26. Which of the following is divisible by 2 and 5? So we are asked here a number that is divisible both by 2 and 5. So you need to learn that rule number 2, all numbers are divisible by 2 if it ends with even numbers. And we know for a fact even numbers are those 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. While for rule number 5, you can therefore say that a number is divisible by 5 if it ends with 0 or 5. So you need to find the commonality of these two rules since you are being asked both dapat. Since we are going to note that 0 is andito at saka 0 is andito po, common po sa dalawa, therefore we need to find an answer that ends with 0. And that would be alpha. 512, 480. So let's proceed with number 27, which is not divisible by 9 but divisible by 3. Take note, all numbers are divisible by 3 is hindi po necessarily divisible by 9 kaagad. But all numbers divisible by 9 is also divisible by 3 because take note 3 is a factor of 9. So dito po, we need to consider the rule number 3 at saka si rule number 9. As you can see po, ito dalawang na ito is magkamag-anak sila. Bakit sir? Because they have the same rule po na kung saan gawin po ang sum of digits. Kaso lang po, magkaiba po sila sa divisibility. Dito, rule by 3 at saka by 9. So maghanap tayo na not by 9 but pwede sa 3. So we will do trial and error. Alpha tayo. We have here 5,634. Is that divisible by 3? How about by 9? Check natin. Add natin yung digits. 5 plus 6, 11. Plus 3, that is 14. Plus 4, 18. Is 18 divisible by 3? Yes. Is 18 divisible by 9? Yes. So pwede sa dalawa, but this is not the answer. Bakit po sir? Because not by 9, but pwede by 3. So alpha is mali. How about si Bravo? Bravo states that 4, 1, 7, 2, 1. 4 plus 1, 5. Plus 7, 12. Plus 2, 14. Plus 1, that is equal to 15. Is 15 divisible by 9? No. Is 15 divisible by 3? Yes. So not by 9, but pwede sa 3. So the answer for this item is Bravo. Now 28 tayo. The number 532K6 is divisible by 6 if K is what? So take notes. Sa lahat ng rules po, si 6 lang po yung naiba because kailangan niya pong mangadap by rule number 2 at saka 3. Pinag-combine po ito ni rule number 2 at rule number 3. It's because if we multiply 2 times 3, automatic po the answer would be 6. So kung number divisible by 2 at divisible by 3, it somehow follows po divisible by 6 po yan. So dapat pasado po sa dalawa, 2 and 3. At since alam mo na si rule number 2 ends with even number. At si rule number 3 po, sum of digits. So we can apply rule number 6. So by trial and error pa rin tayo. So ang given number, 532K6. So we need to identify sino po ilagay mo na K dyan na missing po. And we will start with alpha. Ang sabi ni alpha po is 4. So what will happen? This time, 5, 3, 2, 4, 6. O tanong, is this divisible by 2? Yes na po because ending niya is even number. Is that divisible by 3? Check natin yung sum of digits. 5 plus 3, 8. Plus 2, 10. Plus 6, 16. Kung i-add mo si 4 ngayon, is equal to 20 po yan. So the problem po, 20 ang sum dito but not divisible by 3. So mali po si alpha. How about si Bravo tayo? 1. O check natin. Ang sum dito kanina 16. Idagdag mo ngayon si 1. That is only equal to 17. So not divisible by 3. How about Charlie? 16 kanina plus 2. That will be equal to 18. Is 18 divisible by 3? Yes. So therefore, ang kailangan ilagay mo sa K should be equal to 2. So that po, divisible siya by 2 at divisible by 3. So the answer for this item is Charlie. Now, for 29. A number is divisible by 8 if, tandaan nyo po yung rule number 8 natin. Ends with 8? No. Ends with 0 or 5? That is for rule number 5. The sum of the last 3 digits, wala pong ganung rule. Meron tayong rule na sum of digits, but hindi po last 3 digits. Therefore, rule number 8 states that a number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits is divisible by 8. So the answer po is delta. Now, we will proceed with the next item, 30. Which of the following is not true? If a number is a multiple of 9, then it is also a multiple of 3. That is for alpha. Pwede? Yes. Kung ang number po is multiple of 9, it follows po multiple of 3 po yan. Bakit, sir? Because 9 is a multiple of 3. Pwede si alpha. How about si Bravo? If a number is divisible by 9, then it is also divisible by 3. Pwede din yan. That is also true. Charlie tayo. If 9 is a divisor of a number, then 3 is also a divisor of a number. Yes, the same po yan sa Bravo lang din. Iba lang po yung word na divisible at saka divisor. Pareho lang po yan. How about si Delta po? If a number is divisible by 3, then it is also divisible by 2. Is that always true? Let's have a counter example. Let's say 6. 6 po is divisible by 3. And 6 is also divisible by 2. So, true po yan sa example na yan. How about sabihin kong 9? Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. But is 9 divisible by 2? No. So, not always true. Kung may mahanap ka isang mali lang, that would make the statement false. Therefore, the answer is delta 31. Give the prime factorization of 180. So, prime factorization po, other term nito is the tree diagram. Bakit, sir? Because meron tayong sanga-sanga. Other books would use tree diagram po. So, paano yan, sir? 180. Kailangan mo i-prime factorize. Kailangan mo siya i-factorize into prime numbers. At take note, what are those prime numbers? Na kung saan po ang divisors niya or has factors po only 1 at saka itself. Magsimula po yan sa 2. So, doon ka magsimula mag-extract sa 2. So, maghanap ka ng number, ma-multiply by 2 na equal to 180. And that is equal to 90. So, wag mo nang galawin ito. As is na yan kasi prime number na po yan. Is 90 a prime number? Hindi pa. So, extract ulit. So, 2. That would be 45. So, ito, wag mo nang galawin yan. 45 tayo. Si 45 po is hindi pwede by 2. So, kung hindi na pwede sa smallest na prime number, proceed sa next na prime number, which is 3. So, partner ni 3 to make it 45, 15. And that would be also 15, magiging 3 at saka 5. So, you will stop if ever prime number na po lahat ang makuha mo. So, in this case po, we have 2, 2, 3, 3 at saka 5. So, ilang 2? Dalawa. 2 by 2, dalawang 3 by 3 at saka isang 5. Or some books would use 2 squared times 3 squared times 5. But on our option po, ito yung mahanap natin. And that answer would be, bravo, 32. What is the least positive integer that has 6, 8, and 10 as factors? So again po, ang hanap dito is least. Ibig sabihin ng least po, may clue na tayo. That would be LCM. LCM stands for least common multiple. So ngayon, there are 3 different methods na pwedeng gawin dito. We could use listing method. We could use also the prime factorization method or the ladder method or division method. So in this case po, we will use muna the listing method para makita yung differences. So, 6, 8, and 10. Listing tayo. M stands for multiples. Give me the multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, so on and so forth. 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, so on and so forth. How about si 10? 10, 20, 30, 40. So, as you can see, based from the multiples nakasulat dyan, wala pa tayong makitang common. So, that's the problem po of listing because if ever wala ka pang mahanap na common, do not stop. So, dito, if you're going to continue po, aabot ka na 120, aabot ka na 120, aabot ka na 120. Saan galing yung 120, sir? If you're going to try talaga, may pasensya po kayo na aabot doon sa 120, you are going to arrive with 120 po, and that 120 is the common multiple. That's why po, the LCM for this item is 120. Now, what if, sir, hindi ko gusto yan? Well, let's proceed sa second method, which is the prime factorization. So, 6, factorize mo yan, that is 2 times 3. Si 8, prime factorize mo yan, si 2 times 2 times 2. How about si 10? Prime factorize mo yan, si 2 times 5. Tandaan, in this method, kailangan malaman po, ang LCM is just a composition of common factor na prime number times yung hindi common. Hindi ko get, sir. Sinong common ba dyan? Sinong common sa tatlo? That would be 2. Ilagay mo si 2. Sino pong walang pares dyan? So, wala na ka na ibang mahal to common, ha? Therefore, next to it would be the uncommon. Uncommon po is sino? Andyan po si 3, isa, dalawang 2, at saka isang 5. So, you need to get the product of all those factors. 2 times 3, 6 times 2, 12. Times 2, 24. Times 5, the answer po is equal to 120. So in this case po, mas madali po siya compare mo sa method number 1 kasi hindi ka na mag-isip ng listahan. Dito po, you need to factorize lang po according sa prime number. But there's a better solution for that. Si method number 3, which is ang tawag po is ladder method or division method. Di ba po kung division, ganito yung itsura niya. Ngayon po, balik na rin natin para meron tayong hagdanan. So sa loob po is the given number. Andyan 6, andyan si 8, at andyan si 10. Maghanap ka ng divisor na pwede sa tatlo. And that could be 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Ilagay mo sa labas po yung 3. 8 divided by 2, 4. 10 divided by 2, 5. So ngayon, can you find other common pa between 3, 4, and 5? Wala na. Therefore, LCM pa rin stands dito. Sinong common niya? Andyan po si 2. Sino po yung uncommon niya? Ang uncommon po is andyan po si 3, 4, at saka 5. So if we're going to multiply everything po, 2 times 3, 6 times 4, 24 times 5 is still the same answer, 120. So therefore, whatever method ang gamitin mo, you will surely arrive with the same answer, which is delta 120. Now, I'm going to teach you a technique po which is hindi mahanap po sa lecture notes ninyo. Tawag dito is the matamata technique. Yes, totoo po. There is an existing matamata technique. The problem nga lang po sa inyo, iba yung ginagamit nyo na mata. Yung mata po na kung saan matutulog lang kayo. But dito po, kailangan po vigilant kayo on how to determine the answer. Paano, sir? Context clue. Context clue. Anong clue, sir? The word is what? List. Ibig sabihin, sa trial and error, magsimula ka mag-try po sa pinakamaliit na option. So, sino magsimula? A. Sunod. B, 80, sunod, 120. So therefore, hindi ka pwede mag-try po na saan po by order na A, B, C, D. Baka kasi patibong yung mahanap mo. So in this case po, magsimula tayo sa pinakamaliit, which is 60. Ngayon, what if our answer is 16? According po sa question, list positive integer that has 6, 8, and 10 as factors. Si 6 daw, si 8, at saka si 10, these are factors daw po ng answer. So kapag sabing factors ulit, sino siya? Siya po si divisor. Kapag divisor po, saan ilagay yung divisor? Sa taas o sa baba? Sa baba, because ang sa taas, dividend, ang sa baba, divisor. So ibig sabihin pala, si 6 is a divisor or factor, si 8 is a divisor or factor, si 10 is also a divisor or factor. So maghanap ka ng maliit na number na pwede makadivide si 6, pwede makadivide si 8, and pwede makadivide si 10. But if we're going to try 60 po, 60 is pwede by 6, ma-divide po siya. But ang 60 pa pwede by 8? No. That's why mali po 60. O, sunod na pinakamali dyan, 80. Ang 80 po is pwede by 6? No. So mali din po sa 80. How about sunod na pinakamali? That would be 120. Check natin. Pwede by 6? Yes. 120 pwede by 8? Yes. 120 pwede by 10? Yes. So as you can see po, pinakamaliit na number siya na common po na divide ang 6, 8, and 10. That's why our answer is 120 without any use of listing method, without any use of prime factorization, without any use of ladder method. So gamit dito, method number 4, matamata method. Na ngayon, bakit importante sir gamitin ang word na list? Kasi if you're going to do it order by order, A, B, C, at pag abot mo sa C, 240 is also divisible by 6, by 8, and by 10. So you would think na kung saan po si 240 na sagot. Kasi all of them, pwede ma-divide siya. The problem nga lang po, hindi po siya yung pinakamaliit. May mas maliit pa, which is 120. So in this case po, the answer is delta, 120 talaga. Okay, let's proceed to the next item. That would be number 33. What is the greatest number that can divide 42, 70, and 112? So ngayon, the clue na naman is iba ha. That is greatest. So kapag sabing greatest po, pinakamalaki. And that would stand for GC, least, LCM, greatest, GCF. And GCF stands for greatest common factor. So ngayon, there are 3 methods pa rin kung paano siya gawin. No? Method number 1, ano yun? Listing method. Pero sabi ko nga, time-consuming siya. No? Hindi ko gina-advise yan. Especially po, meron tayong 112 dito. Sa 112 po, malaki yung makuha ng mga factors. No? Marami siya. Method number 2, prime factorization. Hindi ko recommend yan. Bakit po sir? Medyo matagal yung proseso din. How about method number 3? Method number 3 is division method. So pwede. Put inside po the 42, the 70, and the 120. Mag-isip ng prime number na pinakamaliit po na pwede mag-divide sa tatlo. And that would be 2. 42 by 2, 21. 70 by 2, 35. 112 by 2, 56. Are we done? Is there a common number pa? Yes. 21 by 7. That is 3. 35 by 7, that is 5. 56 by 7, that is 8. So in this case po, may mahanap ko bang ibang common divisor between 3, 5, and 8? Wala na. So again, kapag LCM ang hanap natin, common and uncommon. Pero kung hanap natin po is GCF, GCF, kailangan mo lang gawin is si common lang i-consider mo. At sinong common dyan? Andyan po si 2 and 7. So 2 times 7 is equal to 14. So the answer for this item is 14, which is option Charlie. Now, is there a method pa ba, sir, na mas madali pa dyan? Yes, meron. Yung pang-apat na method pa rin na si Matamata method. So paano ba yan, sir? O mag-isip ka. Ang clue dito naman is greatest. Greatest po. Kapag sabing greatest po, that is pinakamalaki ka magsimula. And this option, you start with 16, followed by 14, so on so forth. Na ngayon, ang sabi dito, greatest yung hanap mo, 42, 70, and 112 without any remainder. Again ha, maghanap ng malaking number that can divide 42, 70, and 112. Maghanap ng number 42. Andyan si 70, andyan si 112. Maghanap ng number na pwede makadivide sa tatlo. So dito, you will do trial and error. So 16 po, pinakamauna. 42 by 16 is that divisible? Hindi. That's why po, balik po 16. How about 42 by 14? Pwede. 70 by 14? Pwede. 112 by 14? Pwede. So in this case po, the answer is 14 because siya po yung common sa tatlo. Si number 34 po is I'm going to reject this item. Bakit po, sir? Kasi po may mali po sa question natin. If ever we're going to stick with that questioning, wala tayong tamang sagot because the common po na divisor sa tatlong schools na iyan is only 2. Eh wala pong 2 sa option natin. So we will reject. But sa board exam po, sabi ko hindi kayo makadecide po na kayo mag-reject o hindi. So what will happen dito? We will try to analyze it po na kung saan may mahalata yung sagot. So that's how you do it sa examination po. I intended this one na kung saan po ibigay sa inyo so that po marunong kayo mag-atake ng mga ganitong klaseng question. So ngayon, let's have School A. Sabi po, Girl Scout from 3 schools gather together in a jamboree. There are 34 from School A. So there are 34 of them. But yan po yung mali dyan. No? Mamaya, pakita natin po ano po yung tama dyan dapat. School B, 48 lang dapat. School C po is 42. So if you're going, sabi kasi dito, the scouts were regrouped. So kapag sabihin regroup po, that is you group among yourselves. Di ba po, meron kayong activities sa high school at elementary, you group among yourselves. Ibig sabihin, you are going to divide the population of the group, the population of the class po, na kung saan po ma-divide siya evenly kung ilan po yung members sa kada group po. So when you talk about regrouping, that is dividing. So how do you divide 34? Na kung saan ma-divide also by 48, na kung saan ma-divide also by 42. And the answer would be 2. So that's why po si 2 lang po yung makadivide sa tatlo. Na pwede po sa tatlo mismo. So the problem lang po is walang 2 sa option. That's why we rejected yung item. So ngayon, ang mali po dapat dyan is si letter A. Si School A po. Bakit, sir? Si School A dapat 60 yung students niya. So kung 60 yan, ma-divide yan by 6. Kung 48 si School B, ma-divide also by 6. Kung 42 si School C, ma-divide also by 6. So in this case po, the answer po is alpha sana. But again, reject po siya. But sa board exam po, kailangan ganyan po yung mag-isip. Hindi pwede po na-reject, hindi pwede po blanco yung answer sheet ninyo, kailangan masagot. Ang best sagot po is letter A po. 35. A blue neon light blinks every 4 seconds. A red one blinks every 5 seconds, while a green one blinks every 6 seconds. How many times will they blink together in 1 hour? So, para po siyang Christmas lights, no? Na kung saan po mag-blink yung isang color, tapos alternate po siya, ganun yung sitwasyon niya. So, ilang colors pa meron dyan sa mga neon light na iyan? Andyan po si blue po, nag-blink every 4 seconds. Si red po, nag-blink every 5 seconds. And si green po, nag-blink every 6 seconds. So, palagay ito, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pag 4 second, blink si blue. Off na naman, pag 5 second, blink si red. Off naman, pag 6 seconds, blink si green. So, ganun po siya, alternate po siya, kumbaga, hindi sabay. Ang tanong, how many times will they blink together in 1 hour? Is there a chance na mag-blink sila together? Sabay sila mag-blink? Yes, meron yan. At paano ma-analyze yan, sir? Let's get the multiples. Di ba si blue po is we're going to blink po every 4 seconds. So, mangyayari po dyan, 4. Ang sunod blink niya, 8. Sunod blink niya, 12. Sunod blink niya, 16. Sunod blink niya, 20. Hanggang sa makaabot siya ng 60 seconds. Si 12, si red po, 5 seconds yan. Next blink niya, 10. Sunod po blink niya, 15, 20, hanggang makaabot yan na 60 seconds. Si green po, every 6 seconds. So, kaya siya mag-blink ulit. Sunod, 12. Sunod, 18. Sunod, 24. Hanggang makaabot yan na 60 seconds. Ibig sabihin po, common nila na magsabay sila mag-blink is what time? 60 seconds. Ibig sabihin, they will blink once per minute. So, yan po yung sagot. Once po, kung ang question is minute, ano sabi dyan? How many times they will blink together in 1 hour? Tandaan po, ang isang oras, ilang minutos ba? So, is 60 minutes. So, therefore, once per minute man, it will blink po 60 times per hour. So, the answer po is letter delta. 36. What are the ratio of 1/4 to 3/5? 1/4 is to 3/5. Paano makuha yung ratio niya? So, in this case po, simplify mo na natin ito. At paano, sir? Di ba, kung sabihin mong 1:2, gagawin natin 1/2. Pwede same process dito. What will happen then? 1/4 is the numerator, denominator po is 3/5. So, kasi kung ito yung itsura niya, hindi mo siya masolve talaga. So, you are going to use the operation of division dito. Since take note po, we have a complex fraction na kung saan po ang numerator is a fraction, ang denominator is a fraction, kailangan po ang sa baba may reciprocal. So, reciprocal po is that means to say, ibaliktad. So, sa taas po as is 1/4, tapos dito maging 5/3. But take note, since reciprocal mo siya, anong gawin ulit? You do the inverse also of the operation. Ano ba yung original operation? Divide. So, kung inverse mo na yan, magiging multiply. So, you multiply these two fractions. So, again, so fraction po, pag multiply, numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. 1 times 5, that would be 5. 4 times 3, that would be 12. So, the answer is 5/12. Ibalik sa ratio, ibalik yan sa ratio, magiging 5 is to 12 po. So, ano bang option yan? That option is letter Charlie po. 37 tayo. Which of these is a correct proportion? Tandaan, proportion po are two ratios that are equal to each other. So what you will do lang is verify it if equal ba yung means at saka extreme. If kaya mata-mata, mata-mata natin. So paano sir? Alpha tayo ha? 3:5 equal ba sa 5:10? Paano sir? Means mo, inner term. 25 yan, pag yung product. 3 times 10, outer term, that is 30. Are they equal? No. So this is not a proportion. Kailangan po equal ang dalawang ratio. Okay, how about letter B? 7:10. Tapos 15:18. O yan. 10 times 15, that would be 150. 7 times 18, 7 times 10, 70. 7 times 8, 56. So 7 50, 126. Are they equal? No, hindi pa siya equal. But then po, if you're going to look at delta, 4:9 equal to 2:4 and 1/2. Ang mangyari po dito, para po siyang na-reduce into halves. Bakit sir? Si 4, divide mo siya by 2. 2 ba? Yes. Si 9, divide mo siya by 2. Kalahati ba niya is 4 and 1/2? Yes. Ibig sabihin po, proportionate sila. It's because po, similar po yung pagbaba nila. Both of them are decreasing and we call this one also as direct proportion. Sir, kanina sir, nag-means at extreme ka. Can you do it also here? Yes, pwede. 9 times 2, that is 18. O, ito naman, 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 1/2, kalahati ng 1/2, 4 is 2. 16 plus 2, magkano? 18. So they are equal talaga. So the answer po is delta. Now, let's go to 38. If 5 apples weigh as much as 3 mangoes, how many mangoes will weigh as much as 45 apples? So ito po is ratio and proportion. Ang i-compare dito, si apple at saka si mango. So ilang apple ang given? 5. Ilang mango mabili niya? 3. So for every 5 apples, there are 3 mangoes. Ang tanong, how many mangoes will weigh as much as 45 apples? So sinong next given? 45. Saan ba si 45 mabilong? Sa apple o sa mango? Dito sa apple yan. At magkano po yung mango? Corresponding to niya si X. At ito yung hanapin mo by using the ratio and proportion. So, unang ratio, 5:3. Ang palawang ratio, 45 is to X. Anong gawin mo? Equate them to make it proportionate. At use the means at saka extreme. So, 5 times X 5x. 3 times 45. Magkano yan? 45, 90. 90 plus 45, 135. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Can we cancel? Yes po. So magkano ngayon sa x po? That is 27. So the answer is 27. So ngayon, sir, is there a shortcut method for that, sir? Yes, may shortcut po niyan. Paano pala, sir? Makinig ka, dito lang tayo. Sa every 5 apple, ilang mango? 3. Meron tayo ditong 45. Ilang tag 5 ba sa 45? There are 9 set. Ibig sabihin, ilang set ang binili na apple? 9 sets. That means to say, sa kabila din, since proportionate sila, kailangan niya magbili din po ng 9 sets. Magkano yung isang set pala po? Hindi mo alam. But then, i-multiply mo yung 3 at saka kada isa po is 9 sets po yan. Therefore, 3 times 9, the answer is equal to 27. Pwede ka doon. Or, pwede ganito din. 5 and 3, sinong kumpleto? Si Apple or si Mango? Ang kumpletong given si Apple. Andyan si 5, andyan si 45. But ang missing po si Mango. So what you will do, mag-isip ka ganito. Ano kaya ang i-multiply ko sa 5 na kung saan po maging 45? I-multiply mo by 5 si 9. Kasi maging 45 yan. Sa kabila, since proportionate pa siya, dapat equal yung paggawa mo. So sa kabila, mag-multiply ka din ng 9. And that answer po is the same, 27. 39. The ratio of the number of boys to number of girls in the class is 2:3. So ang ratio po ng number of boys is to girls is 2:3. If there are 40 students in all, so ang total number of students po is equal to 40. How many boys are there? And we call this kind of example po as the partitive proportion. Ang hinahanap niya yung parte out of the total o yung kabuuan mismo. So paano ba yan, sir? Sino bang hinahanap dyan? Si boys o si girls? Si boys po yung hanap niya. So therefore, ilang part po si boys? 2. So ang part ni boys po is equal to 2. Ngayon, ilan po yung part ni girls? 3. I-add mo lahat ang parts nila. That would be 5. So ibig sabihin po, sa boys, 2 lang yung slot nila out of 5 slot. Kasi yung 3 po is girls yung nag-occupy. So parang ganun po siya. So ngayon, ito yung partition. Ito yung fractional part. Para malaman yung value ng fractional part, kailangan mo siya i-multiply sa given total. And the given total is equal to 40. So as you can see, if you multiply 40 po, makancel man yan. It's equal to 8. So 2 times 8, the answer should be talaga 16. And that option is letter Bravo. The same with number 40. Mark divide his day into leisure, sleep, and work in the ratio of 1:2:3. So ano yung trabaho na iyon? Leisure, sleep, tapos work. So sino pong ilang oras ba sa isang araw? There are 24 hours. Question po, sino po ba dyan ang hinahanap? Is it the leisure, sleep, or work? So how much they spend in working? So work yung pinag-usapan. So ilang partition meron si leisure? Isa lang. Ilang partition po meron si sleep? That is 2. Ilang partition meron si work? That is 3. So ang part niya for the work is equal to 3 out of ilang partition lahat? That is 6. At again, i-multiply sa given total which is 24. So i-cancel mo yan, i-cancel mo yan. Magkano po ito? This is 4. So the answer would be 12. So 12 hours po siya magtrabaho. Delta po yung sagot natin. 41. The ratio of the number of chickens, the number of dogs and cats in Mang Tomas' backyard is 5:1:2. So, sinong sinabi po? Andyan po si number of chickens, number of dogs, the number of cats in Mang Tomas' backyard is the ratio of 5:1:2. At ilang animals po lahat in total? Ang total animals po is 48. So, it's the same with number 39 and number 40. This is what we call partitive proportion pa rin. Bakit, sir? Meron tayong different partition. At sa total na iyan, ito yung makuha mo. So ngayon, sino bang hinahanap dyan na partition? Ang hinahanap po sino? Si dogs. Si 1 po yan. So 1 out of, ilan po yung partition lahat? Kay chicken, 5. Kang cat, 2. Kang dog, 1. So add mo lang lahat ng partition, that is 8. So it multiplies sa given total. Total is 48. Can we cancel this 2? Yes. At magkano yan? The answer is 6. No? So there are 6 dogs po ang kailangan po ni Mang Tomas' backyard. 42. 8% of 36 is 72% of what number? So we are now on percentage rate at saka base. We are done with ratio and proportion. 8% of 36, 8% of 36 po is multiplication yan. Is equal 72% of what number? Sino po itong what number? Yan po yung missing na item. So yan ang hanapin natin. So dito tayo, convert this 8% to decimal. 0.08 times 36 equal to 0.72 times x. So paano mangyari yan? Ito, i-multiply mo yan po, magiging 2.88 equal to 0.72 of x. How do you solve for x? Divide by 0.72. Divide by 0.72. Can we cancel? Yes. So magkano ngayon si x? X now is equal to 4. I-divide mo yung dalawa na yan, the answer po is equal to number 43. If 25% of 50% of 80 is 10, then 1/4 of 5 over 10 of 80 is what? So, common sense yung kailangan dalhin mo dito. Bakit, sir? As you can see po, 25% is just equal to 1/4. And 50% is just equal to 5 over 10. Whereas si 5 over 10 is just equal to 1/2 lang po yan. Therefore, 80 is just equal to 80. Therefore, the answer po na 10 is also equal to 10. Kasi basically po, lahat ng value dito is just equal dito. So, 10 is just equal also to 10. So, the answer for this item is letter delta. 44 po tayo. Golden Bell books offer 2004 World Almanac marked at 2,450. So, the original price po is 2,450. There's a discount of 10% and 5%. Ilagay natin sa store A yan. Ang discount niya is 10% tapos 5% discount. Another bookstore offers the same book but with a single discount of 15%. So may store B who offered po straight discount of 15%. Now, how much does the buyer save by buying at the best price? So since iba't iba yung discount nila, 10 at saka 5, tapos po store B po 15%, basically po there's a difference between the two. Pero kung isipin mo na pareho lang ang 10 at saka 5, i-combine mo, maging 15, it's really incorrect. Bakit, sir? Ang tawag sa first store po na discount is what we call the discount series. Ibig sabihin po, tigi-tigi yung discount niya. No, hindi siya isahan po. So, mag-unang discount, 10%. After mabawasan 10%, bawasan naman ng 5%. So, hindi siya single discount o straight discount na pareha doon sa store B na 15%. So, iba yung computation niya. Okay? So, let's analyze. Dito tayo. So the origin is store A. This is how we compute store A. We need to compute the two stores po na final price. No? So store A, may presyo po siya na original, 2,450. The first discount is 10%. So 10% ng 2,450 is just equivalent to 245. So i-minus mo yan, that is equal to 2,205. So after we're going to subtract 2,000, so after po we are going to subtract the first discount, then we need to subtract also the second discount. So minus po ng 5%. So 5% po ng 2,205, paano makompute na yan, sir? O ito, magkano 10% ba niyan? Ang 10% niyan is equal to 220.5. So paano ba yung kalahati po? Because kalahati ng 10% is 5%. So that is 110.25. So ang minus dyan is 110.25. Again, the first discount, ang nabawas, 10%. Ang binawas po, magkano? 10% ng 2,450, which is 245. So i-minus yung dalawa na iyan, dito yung sagot. So this is the new price. After po yung new price, bawasan ulit ng 5%. So saan magkuha ng 5%? Dito din po sa binawasan na. So, 5% ito, by computing like this, para hindi kayo madali kasi para hindi po kayo mahirapan kasi walang calculator, ang gawin niyo, chop-chop natin. So, paano, sir? Ang pinakamadali sa lahat, 10% mo gawin. 10% ng 2,205 is just equal to 20.5. Since 5% lang hanap mo, hatiin mo lang yan. So, kalahati nito is 110.25. So, yun ang ibawas mo dito po sa second price. So, ang mangyari po niyan, 2,205 minus 110.25, and the answer would be 2,094.75. So yun po yung presyo ng store A. Okay? Okay, how about sa store B? Magkano ang presyo ni store B? Check natin. I-compare natin po store B. So the first presyo is 2,450. But dito, single discount lang, isahan lang. So magkano discount, sir? It is 15% less. So magkano bang 15%, sir, ng 2,450? O pwedeng gawin ganito. So 15% is composed of 10% at saka 5%. Since wala kayong calculate, pwede yung gawin ganito. 10% nito, that is only 245. Ngayon, kalahati ng 10% is 5%. So, kalahati ng 245, that is 100, sorry for that, 120 po ang kalahati ng 240 plus merong 5 po, kalahati niya is 250, that is 122.5. So, ibig sabihin pala, i-add mo yan lahat, that totals 15%. I-add mo ito lahat, this will become 763. So, 367.5. So, yan po yung ibawas mo dito. So, 2,450 minus 367.5. Kung i-minus mo yung dalawa na yan, the answer would be 2,082.5. So, this is the price of store B. This is the price of store A. Ngayon, is there a difference ba? Yes. Kasi nga po, yung 5 and 10 is hindi po equal yan sa straight na 15%. Kasi dito po sa store A, 2 beses mo siya binawasan. Dito po sa store B, 1 beses lang. And again, kapag sunod-sunod ang discount, ang tawag po is discount series. If ever po isahan lang, we call this straight discount or single discount. Na ngayon, sir, how much does the buyer save by buying at the best price? So, sinong best price dito? Si store A o store B? The best price, syempre, si store B kasi mas lesser yung price niya compared to store A. So, how much does he save? What you will do, i-compare mo yung price by getting the difference. So, 2,094 yung mas malaking presyo at binayaran mo lang siya ng 2,082.5. Therefore, nakatipid kayo magkano? That is 12.25. So, therefore, the answer for this item is letter alpha. Okay, so that's how you do it po. You compare the two prices, tapos po, deduct tayo. Now, let's go to number 45. In a class of 40 pupils, 4 failed. How many percent passed? So, ang total number of pupils is equal to 40. Ang bagsak po is just equal to 4. Now, if your answer is 36, mali. Kasi po ang 36 po is yung number of student who pass, but hindi po yan yung porsyento. So ngayon, i-convert mo ito into 100% kasi yan po yung total. Na ngayon, if you're going to subtract 100 at saka 4 diretso, which become 96, which is nasa option po, mali din po ito. Bakit, sir? 100% can't be subtracted by a 4 na kung saan walang percent value po. So, mali po yan. So, paano pala yan, sir? 100% yung original, magkano ba yung 4 dito sa 40? It's equivalent to 10%. So, 100% yung total, tapos 10% po yung bagsak. So, paano malaman, sir, pala yung pumasa? That is only 90%. So, therefore, the number of students who pass is 90%. And that option is equal to letter Charlie. Okay, next, let's go to number 46. Margo paid 400 pesos for a blouse. If the blouse was sold at 20% discount, what was its original price? So, therefore po, ito yung selling price na po ha, 400. Yan na po yung selling price. Ibig sabihin, tag price na po yan. Tapos na po ang discount niyan. Tapos, it was given discount po. Magkano discount mo? Ang discount na binigay sa iyo is 20%. So, again, the situation goes like this. Meron kang t-shirt na binili. Tapos po, naka-discount siya. At ang discount po is 20%. So, after getting the discount, ang binayaran mo na lang is yung 400. So, 400 is a selling price. Ang original price ang hahanapin mo. The original price po yung hahanapin natin. So, yun po yung kailangan natin malaman po for this item. So, ngayon, alam na alam ko, some of you would tend to answer like this. 400 times 0.20%. So, nangyari po, that is 80 yung sagot. So therefore, since discount man yan, ibabalik natin. So magiging 480. So ang 480 po is mali. Bakit, sir? You never get the 20% from the 400. Bakit po? This is the selling price again. This is the discount. Saan mo ba kukuha ng discount? Sa selling price? No. You get the discount from the original price. And after deducting the discount from the original price, ang mangyari, magiging selling price na po na 400. So, ibig sabihin po, mali po yung notion ninyo ng 480. So, mangyari po dito, ganito. Original price minus the discount is equal to the selling price. So, magkano ba yung discount is 20%? Magkano ba yung original price na walang bawas, walang kulang? Kung sabihin mong buo pa yung presyo, wala pang binawasan, ilang porsyento pala yan? That is total 100%. So ngayon, yung original price na buo pa at binawasan ng 20%, therefore, ngayon, ang selling price na natira is equal to 400. So how do we compute that one? O ganito, 100%, binawasan ng 20%, magkano na lang? 80% of the original price. Ipagpalagay natin ang original price is letter P. 80% of the original price ang binayaran mo lang, which is 400. Hindi ko get, sir. Makinig ka. Again, this is yung binayaran mo. So, ang binayaran mo, tapos na po yung discount na yan. At ang discount na avail mo, 20%. So, kung 20% ang discount na avail mo, ilan palang porsyento ang binayaran mo? That is 80%. 80% saan? Saan galing 80%? 80% galing doon sa original price. So, 80% ng original price ang binayaran mo. At magkano binayaran mo? That is only 400. So, 80% of the original price is just equal to 400. So, paano pala makompute yung original price, sir? Letter P. You divide both sides by 80%. So, makancel yan. So, the original price pala is equal to 400 divided by 0.80. So, paano pala ma-solve yan, sir? So, what you will do, ito, makancel man yan. Pwede pong walang 0, pwede pong meron, kasi po decimal point yan. So, mangyari po 400 divided by 0.8. So, para mas madali po sa inyo, what you will do, you convert this one to whole number. So, from 0.8, i-times mo ng 10, parang resulta po, para magiging 8 po siya. But sa kabila po, mag-times ka din ng 10. This is a technique po ay. So, kabila po mag-times ng 10. So, that would be 400 times 10, that would be equal to 4,000. So, syempre, meron pang division yan. So, 4,000 divided by 8. And the answer is equal to 500. So, the original price pala is equal to 500. And the option po for this item is letter Charlie. Charlie po yung sagot natin. Take note. So, other way of solving this dito din is yung trial and error. No, ito yung mas safe if ever hindi mo alam itong solution na ito. So, pwede ganito. Mamili kayo. Original price yung hanapin mo. Original price po. So, what if ang original price, letter A? Letter A po in this item is equal to 80 pesos. So, original price yan. So, bawasan ng discount, magkano? Times 0.20. So, 80 times 0.20, that is equal to 16. So, ang 16, ibawas mo dito kasi discount mo kaya ito. So, ang problema, is it equal to 400 pa? Hindi, mali. How about letter B? Letter B po is equal to 480. O kung 480 yung isa mo na original price, yan ang kukunin ng discount. So, times yan ng 0.20. So, that is equal to 96. 96 po, ibawas mo doon. Ang mangyari ba is 400 bang result? Hindi. That's why maling-mali po si 480. But if you're going to take a look at Charlie, which is 500, at bawasan ng discount na 20%, 20% ng 500 is just equal to 100. At ang 100 po, ibawas mo sa 500, ang result 400. This is the original price, this is the discount, and this is the selling price. So walang duda po, the answer talaga is Charlie. Okay, next, let's go to number 47. In a survey to determine the party preference of 2,400 voters, 20% voted in favor of the administration party while the rest of the opposition party. So, ilang voters lahat? Ang total voters po is 2,400. Ilan po yung voted in favor? Ibig sabihin, nag-agree po. Ang nag-agree is 20%. So, syempre, common sense, ang nag-disagree is ilang porsyento? That is 80%. So, ngayon, ang sabi sa question, how many prefer the opposition? So, opposition po, that means to say, disagree. So, ang hanapin mo, disagree po. No? Usually kasi ang ginagawa dito is that 2,400 times 0.20, whatever the result dito, ibawas mo naman. So you have two solution, you have two steps ginawa niyo. Nag-times ka at nag-minus ka. But dito po, since nalaman natin ng agree 20%, ang other side niya or other part niya is 80%, which is disagree. So no need for you to compute 20%. Kasi ang hinahanapan is disagree. So what you will do, si 2,400, i-multiply diretso po ng 80%. And the answer would be 1,920. So the option po is letter alpha. Okay, 48. How many centimeter are there in 2 meters and 550 millimeters? So you are given po 2 meters at saka 550 millimeters. Ngayon, gawin mo yung centimeter. I-convert mo yun po sa centimeter. So you need to know the conversion factors. And what are the conversion factors? Ang isang meter is equivalent to 100 centimeter. At yung 1 cm is equivalent to 10 millimeters. So, ibig sabihin po, ma-convert mo ang 2 meters. Paano yan, sir? Sa baba po, yung 100, yung 1 meter. Sa baba, yung 1 meter. Sa taas naman po, yung 100 centimeter. So, makancel yan, makancel. That would be 200 centimeter. And after that, ang 550 millimeter, sa baba naman po is 10 mm. Sa taas po is 1 cm. So, makancel yan, makancel yan. Ang 0 po is makancel din. That would be equal to 55 centimeter. So, i-add mo lahat yan. 200 plus 55. The answer would be 255 cm. At anong option po si 255 cm? The option is letter Bravo. 49. Last two items lang po. How many seconds are there in a day? So, sa isang araw, there are 24 hours. Tapos, in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. In 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. How do we compute the number of one day into seconds? So, what we'll do, convert. So, 24 hours times, sa baba, 1 hour. Sa taas, 60 minutes. Can we cancel this too? Yes. So, i-multiply mo yung dalawa na yan. But after that, i-multiply mo pa rin po yung 1 minute sa baba. Tapos, sa taas naman po 60 seconds. And we cancel it again. So, 24 times 60 times 60. I-compute mo yan gamit ang multiplication method po. The answer would be 86,400 seconds. So, therefore, the option po for that item is letter Charlie. And we are now on the last item, 50. If 2 tablespoons is equal to 1 liquid ounce, so 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce, and 5 tablespoons is equivalent to 1/4 cup, then how many liquid ounces are there in 1 cup? So you're asked po, 1 cup, i-convert mo into ounces. O there, ang mangyari dito, magamit mo na yung second na given rather than the first given. So 1 cup times, sa baba po is, can we use 0.25 cup? Yes. Kasi the same lang po yan sa 1/4 cup. Sa taas naman is 5 tablespoon. It's important po in conversion kung sinong given, yun ang ilagay sa baba para ma-cancel. And that would be 5 divided by 25 or 5 divided by 1/4, that would be equal to 20 tablespoon. So si 20 tablespoon, we're not yet done. I-times ulit ng sa baba, 2 tablespoon para ma-cancel ulit, and 1 ounce sa taas. Cancel, cancel. So, 20 divided by 2 and the answer would be 10 ounces. Okay, so kailangan sa conversion factor po, kailangan malaman mo yung mga different conversion factors. If ever hindi mo alam yan, never ka convert mismo. Okay, so thank you for listening po. See you on your part 3.